The doors to the den are open once again. And our 5 multi-millionaires are keen to dig deep and invest their cash to help the next generation of entrepreneurs find fortune and glory. They'll occasionally be joined by some guest dragons, including superstar fashion founder Emma Greed.
This is my opportunity just to pay it forward, and we'll do some great business together.
And style guru turned beauty mogul Trinny Woodall.
Oh, I mean, like, literally, can I imagine going into business with you? That's the thing. I just don't know.
Tonight,
I'm Joe Wicks, and I'm best known as the body coach.
a fitness heavyweight unleashes his inner dragon.
Joe, welcome to the den.
Well, thank you. Let's do it. Let's dragon. I'm probably best known for my cookbooks. I've sold over 4 million cookbooks in the UK alone. And also during lockdown, I did something called PE with Joe, where I got the whole nation moving. Come on, everybody. And I also run a health and fitness tech company, and we have clients from all around the world using our fitness programs, using our recipes, and that's my proudest achievement, I think. You're all right, mate. When I think about my childhood and the environment I lived in, it was stressful, it was chaotic, you know, we always worried about money. Why should I buy this? It gave me a determination to want to be something and, you know, not go down the path that I was probably expected to go down. Sorry, I found it quite emotional then, so pushed it down, I'm back. I'm looking for founders that have had a struggle and they're willing to push. You are my kind of guy. You have to work so hard, it just doesn't come easy. And this is my kind of product.
That's how you dragon.
I'm Joseph, and I'm from Liverpool. Ready for this. I'm a fitness enthusiast. I love anything with training. And from me doing what I love doing, I end up creating a product from it.
I've got a similar one at home. If Joe Wicks saw me training, he'd be impressed.
Do you do all the upside down pike push-ups and all that, feet in the hoops and all that sort of stuff?
No, I've done the one you're stretching right back and then pulling myself up.
Rowing, yeah.
Rowing, and then I've done the reverse.
easiest one.
Is that the easiest?
Yeah, it's the easiest one.
For this. With Joe Wicks, it was an absolute privilege to have somebody who's already into the fitness industry for me to showcase my product to them. Wait until you use this, mate. But any dragon, I really believe the expertise what they have got can help this business grow. Ready? Hello, dragons. My name is Joseph Keegan. I'm here today for £70,000 for 10% in Body X Core. Body X Core came to fruition from being a frustrated consumer needing tons of different types of equipment to train with, which wasn't ideal to bring with me anywhere on the go, with it being too bulky and too heavy. So I had a dream to help solve this problem. Body X Core now is a painted gym in a bag. You attach this kit to yourself, you become a walking gym. Any type of movement what you do with this kit on, your workout virtually begins. I've got my vest and my straps on now. I'm just going to show you. I've got the band what comes around me, what attaches securely to my vest. Now, I'm going to do punch-outs. What's going to turn my normal punch-out into a more intense punch-out by all the different types of movements I can do with this kit on. Any type of workout you do, it virtually adds that extra load to you. Body X Core is a game-changer in this fitness industry, and it'd be great for you to try out and see for yourself.
There's got to be only one person.
All eyes on Joe.
Can I give it a go?
Joe and Joe.
And one Joseph to another, coming in.
A gym that you can wear is the eureka moment of fitness fanatic turned entrepreneur Joseph Keegan.
So we're going to start with the boxing, yeah?
Yeah, that's correct, Joe. Your normal shadow boxing will turn into a more intense shadow boxing.
Sure, yeah.
As you're going to be doing
I love
your
that.
load-outs.
Joseph is seeking £70,000.
We've got the ankle straps also.
Oh, yeah, cool, that's tight.
This is turning into 50 Shades.
In return for 10% of his business.
Let me try a burpee. Oh, mate. That's really hard.
If you want to do your normal workout with like, your weights, you add this kit on, it's going to add that extra intensity, so there's no need to add extra weight because you've got this kit on.
It's clever, mate. It's really good.
Joseph's product has earned praise from health and fitness guru Joe Wicks. But is his business in good enough shape to secure a deal? Deborah Meaden is first to find out.
Joseph, my goodness, that was quite a demonstration, and demonstrated by Joe Wicks, and I think you were pretty
Thanks,
impressed,
Joe.
yeah?
I am, honestly, because this really is functional. It's working. Do you know what I mean? It's giving you a good workout.
So, what's your background? How did you get to come up with this idea?
From being a frustrated consumer, I like to be outdoors doing my workouts, but I couldn't bring my gym with me anywhere. This product come to me through a dream. It was my mum handed me this product in my dream. When I was down, I was really down. I was going through a tough time in my life. I lost my both parents. I lost my very good friends. And I really found myself through my training. But in all honesty, I didn't really even want to be here anymore. I was that low. I was thinking of the end of my life.
But you didn't. You took that and you created something that has just received a lot of praise. So are you an engineer? I mean, this isn't just something that... I know it came to you in a dream, but I mean, this is brilliant design. How did you know to design it like that?
Just being so passionate and knowing what I wanted to work with my body and how I was going to improve my workouts. But after the time of using it, I realised the effects what it was doing to me, not just physically, but mentally too. So through Dragons then, I learned about intellectual property. From then, I've got all my designs. I've even got a patent on it. And it's just been a working process for me.
That's brilliant. So are you selling them already?
So we've virtually just gone live the last couple of months.
So go on then. How many have you sold?
Up to now, 50 have gone. There's been no paid advertisement. It's just been through word of mouth and a little bit on social media.
And how much do they sell for?
So the full kit has gone for £170.
What's the cost?
So it's costing me £40. It's working out around nearly a 300% profit margin.
I think it's got legs for sure, you know. It really is something I've not seen. I've seen lots of variations of resistance bands.
Yes.
But having that strap on your back and having the resistance, it makes a bodyweight workout suddenly a lot more interesting, doesn't it?
I believe that this is a game changer and this will revolution the fitness industry. I really do believe that, like.
I do think, even so, the price is still out of reach for a lot of people. So do you believe there's a world at scale where you could get that cost of £40 per unit down and the retail price down as well?
Yes, definitely.
What do you reckon you could, in a dream scenario, like what could you get?
I'd love to be able to give to people for £100.
Yeah, if you could get that price down to less than £100, I really think it's a really, you know, it could be a high volume business.
Joseph.
Hi, Sarah.
Great job on this. I mean,
thank you.
This is not an area of the market I know overly well, but I watched Joe use it there, and I felt like I desperately wanted to go and try this. So I think you are absolutely onto something. Now,
thank you.
I want to dig a little bit more into this intellectual property, into your patent. So what is the patentable step in there?
So the patent covers the vest, the way it works as a whole, from how it's strapped around you and how it works.
Pretty pricey patents, aren't they?
Yes, I'll be honest with you. I've just sold my house to funds to be able to get the rest of the infantry because I really believe in this product so much.
How much have you spent in total so far?
Up to now, everything. I've sold my car. The house is going through now. I'm talking nearly £40,000.
40,000?
Yeah.
And will you talk me through the breakdown on that 40,000?
Yeah, so with the patents, it's ranged to nearly £10,000 now. I've also had to pay for me branding, stock.
So what have you spent so far on stock?
So up to now, for £18,000.
I'm guessing you pretty much spent all that 40,000 that you...
Yeah, I've spent all that money, yeah.
So this is, like, we need to get this investment today.
Yeah.
You need investment to be able to take this any further.
I really believe that, yeah. But I have just sold my house too, which doesn't want to, but I believe in it so much.
Believe in it so much, yeah.
Willing to do anything to make us succeed.
Joseph.
Hi, Peter.
Hi. This has been a bit of a journey.
It's the work what nobody else sees. That's the work what counts the most, I really believe.
Great statement. Absolutely great. I like your other comment even more, though, when you said it's a gym in a bag.
Yeah.
And to see Joe there, who, let's be honest, there's no question is an amazing expert here, but to see his comments and listen, how does that make you feel?
Proud. Just want to make my mum proud as well. My purpose in life is to make my mum happy up in heaven.
Joseph,
It's been worth it.
Your mum is looking down and she's proud, don't you?
She's now with me, I really believe.
100%.
Joseph, I can see how emotional you are, mate, and it's lovely to see how much this means to you. One thing I wanted to ask you, do you have a family? Do you have any kids or anyone else in your life?
Yeah, so I've got 3 children myself. This product, it brought a lot of attention onto my family life as well. So I ended up splitting up my ex-girlfriend. But I believe this is my passion and my purpose in life. I want to show my kids that if you really want to do something in life, you've got to give it 100%.
One of the quotes I live by, my dad said this to me once. He said, if you're going to miss the bus, miss it running.
Yeah.
And I've always thought about that, like, you've got to have a go, because if you believe in something so much like you do, I mean, I can't imagine putting my house on the sale to fulfil my dream. That's so brave of you. But maybe there's a world where you ain't got to do that, you know, and you can get a couple of the dragons on board. I've got to give you a little cuddle. I'm feeling a bit emotional now, because you're up here, mate. You're struggling, aren't you, a little bit? You're all right, mate. You're doing brilliant, mate. You're doing great. It's emotional, man, but listen, you're doing great. Have a breather. Because I love it. Okay, right. Sorry, I found it quite emotional then, so pushed it down, I'm back. Yeah, Joseph, listen, you are my kind of guy, and this is my kind of product. And obviously, I've built my business with social media. I've got a huge community, you know, millions of people every month doing my workouts. And so I see myself on my YouTube channel using this, doing a workout and saying, look, this is a great option. Do you want to try something different? So I would love to offer you the money, the full, you know, £70,000 you're asking for. And I also think for me to kind of really be investing in it, I think for 25% of the business, I'd be well up for it. I think we could have a great journey together. I think we'd get on really well. And I think in the UK, I could really help launch this product. And then who knows where it could go from that point. So you're up for it? I'm in.
That's my plan, to just prove it to the UK, then go to Europe and even worldwide.
Joseph, it's such a wonderful thing. Such a wonderful thing that you went
Stephen.
through a moment of hardship and you've turned it into a product which is clearly, by all estimations, I trust Joe's, you know, perspective on this more than anyone on planet Earth. And for him to say that it's useful, I think is a massive testament to what you've done. So I want to congratulate you for that. However, as a investment proposition, the proposition is less interesting to me, in part because of the defensibility of this kind of product. So I'm going to say that I'm out, but I wish you the very best, Joseph.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Appreciate that.
Joseph,
Yes.
I think you've got a brilliant product. I think you've
Thank
done
you, Sarah.
unbelievable to get it this far. And I can see this on one of the biggest TV shopping channels in America, selling hundreds of thousands of units. No problem. It is that good of a product. So I'm prepared to offer you all of the money that you're asking for 25% of the business.
Thank you for your offer, Sarah.
Joseph.
Hi, Deb.
Amazing. You're amazing. I mean, you know, your motivation, your ultimate strength through difficult times, and turning that into this and this business that is, from what I'm hearing from everybody, is a properly good product. I could make you an offer, but I wouldn't want you to accept it. Okay. And the reason I say that is I'm not your best partner. Okay. You've had an offer from people who would make a better business partner for you than I would, and I think you deserve that. So I really wish you all the best, and you've got some great offers, and that makes me happy. but I won't be investing. I'm out.
Thank you for your feedback.
Well, Joseph, it's all right, isn't it?
Peter, it sure is. It's been emotional.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, I wanted, the minute you got Joe Wicks exercising like that up there, I wanted to invest. So, I'm pretty good at taking products around the world, selling those products, particularly online. In fact, I do that for over 45 different brands today.
Room for one more?
Room for one more.
You know what, Joseph?
Room for one more.
You know what? There is 100% room for one more. And I tell you what I want to do. And it's only if Joe accepts it. But I would want to go on the journey with Joe specifically because hearing and knowing not only what Joe does, but also the heart part.
Okay.
So I'd like to match Joe's offer. And I would like to offer you the same as Joe's offered you. I'd like to offer you 70,000 for 25%.
Okay.
On the basis of, though, of sharing it. So my offer is 35,000 for 12.5%.
Okay. Brilliant. Thanks, Peter.
Leaves me.
Hi, Touker.
Look, I know what I can bring to the party. Sourcing, I can help you differently. And I'm just wondering whether I could take 12.5% as well for 35 grand. With the two of them, there'll be three of us, if they want another dragon on board, where we can each one of us contribute something different. Now, first of all, I don't know if Peter and Joe would accept me as a third partner or not, but I know what I can bring to the party. So that way, for 37.5%, you get 100,000.
Would that be okay, Joe, with yourself?
Right. Right, so, don't know if I should be a real dragon here and just go solo with you and we ride or die together, or we go with these guys.
Or you could go with me.
Oh,
We could go the two of us. I would love to share. And honestly, Joe, there's nothing that either of these two bring that I couldn't do in abundance.
By the way, there is a lot. You couldn't take this international the way I could.
You're amazing at the kind of TV.
I know what I can bring
right?
to the party. Retail.
And I think America. And
Manufacturing.
cracked.
I don't know, I'm confused now. I've never been in this position, but we all want a piece of the pie, don't we? We all want to get involved.
It's a good place to be, Joseph. You've created a lot of demand.
Right, Joe, make the decision.
Can I go and talk to the wall? Let me talk to the wall, because I've got my notepad. Hang on a sec. Let me think what I want to do. Is it this wall here, right? OK.
You can also talk to your new mate Joseph at the wall if you want.
JJ.
Yeah, Joseph, come over here. Come have a word. Come and have a little... Because I want it to be your decision, not mine, really. What's your... I'm a guarantee, right? I'm in. Do you want to go with the two fellas or me and Sara? What do you reckon? I mean, look, it's life-changing money. You ain't got to sell your house. That's a win, innit?
Yeah.
You ain't got to sell your house. You've got the cash. You can grow it. I can market it big time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? All right, we'll do it. Go with your gut. Yeah, if you're going to miss the bus, miss it running. OK.
In all honesty, I think the three of us would be a dream team. So, Touker, Peter and Joe, I know the individual things what you can do, and I'll be happy to accept your offer.
OK, well, look, I'm happy. Are you happy with that, Touker?
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Happy with that?
Yep.
We got a deal.
Oh, brilliant.
Do it.
Great.
Oh,
I can't believe it, Joseph. Cut me out.
Congratulations. Brilliant.
Great.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
We'll make this happen. We'll make this happen.
Thank you for for sharing it. What a great business.
Thank you.
Thank you
okay,
for that.
then. Bye now.
Take care.
Joy for Joseph,
Thanks, Dragons.
who's gone from his lowest ebb to the crest of a wave. The fitness entrepreneur leaves the den with £105,000
Want me to do?
and the backing of a trio with the combined expertise to make the competition sweat.
I think I found a winning team there with the three dragons, what I've got. So it's exciting times ahead, I really believe.
Do you know what? That's an investment that makes my heart sing.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Hi, I'm Issa. I'm 29 years old and I'm from Lancashire.
Issa, you can black this all day long, G. You got this. And I'm Ash. I'm 25 years old and I'm from Preston.
Unfortunately, I've had the pleasure of knowing Ash my whole life because we're actually cousins as well as co-founders. It's so funny.
It's mad how we watch this on TV, though.
I know, as kids. Being related in business has its ups and downs, right? As with anything that involves family. Some days you might bicker and argue openly, and some days you're like brothers in arms.
And you can't take any sick days.
Because I'll come rocking up to his house to find out where he is, if he does. We started this particular business 18 months ago, and if you'd have told us we'd be here today, we'd have bitten your hand off.
Chomp.
Hello, Dragons. I'm Issa.
I'm Ash.
We're the co-founders of Disso, a new face in health and well-being. And we're here today to ask for £100,000 in return for 2.5% equity. Disso is targeting a global and rapidly growing vitamins and supplements market, but we're doing it in a novel way. Based on over a decade of experience between us in the pharmaceutical and healthcare industry, we wanted to hit the market with a form factor that is innovative, convenient, and with high absorption.
Disso vitamin strips dissolve in your mouth, requiring no water, no tablets, and no swallowing. It's not just convenient, it's downright sexy. Simply peel open the pouch, place the strip on your tongue, and let the magic dissolve. It seamlessly integrates into any routine and fits into any on-the-go lifestyle. Our products are vegan, sugar-free, and made from carefully sourced ingredients.
Over the last 18 months since inception, we've hit the market hard, bringing in sales of over £270,000 and securing listings with major retailers like Boots, W.H. Smith, and Holland & Barrett Malta. We've also secured exclusive distribution partnerships in the US, Europe, and the Middle East. But we're hungry for more.
So which dragon is going to be the first to stick the tongue out for Disso? Thank you.
A range of melt-in-the-mouth health supplements, including vitamins and collagen, is the proposition from Issa Patel and Ash Patel.
Peel the pouch, place on tongue, let it dissolve.
The pair are seeking £100,000 in return for 2.5% of their business.
I'm not surprised these are flying off the shelves. They look like condoms.
No one wants dissolvable condoms.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Issa and Ash may be hungry for a deal, but will any of the dragons be prepared to put their money where their mouths are?
Can I just say, really great pitch.
It wasn't pre-planned, by the way.
I've got a ton of questions. So, how much funding have you had to get this to this point?
To date, we've spent £380,000. So obviously, when you account for the sales that we made a net loss of £200,000.
And where has the 380 come from?
It came from myself and my family.
So private family funded?
That's right, yeah. And we're all shareholders in the business accordingly.
And are you two related, or?
He's actually he doesn't like me saying nephew, but he's my cousin's son, so he's my cousin.
Yeah, so we're all family. Big whole family, happy family. But yeah, he says uncle, but I'm only 25. He's only 29, so
Okay.
Stick to cousins.
So I like that. And you guys talked about having a decade of experience between you.
Yeah.
What specifically was your experience in this sector, both of you?
So yeah, my experience has been quite broad. I started off in management consulting in healthcare, and then after that, I set up two businesses over the last 4 years. One is an online pharmacy business, which is doing really well now. And the other business I set up was to support older people with their medications, to help them develop good routines and that confidence so that they can take the medications as they need to.
Okay, excellent. And Ash, your
Well,
experience?
mine's not that complex. So I went to university, got a degree in marketing, and obviously I joined the family business. I've always worked part of the family business.
Which was?
It was pharmaceutical industry. So we supply medications to care homes and nursing homes. And then obviously we wanted to do something around vitamins itself. And that's where we came up with Disso itself.
So you guys really do have all the experience in this industry that you were talking
Yeah,
about.
well.
That's impressive. What I really want to understand is, it seems really obvious. And I'm sure I've seen I think I've seen like breath freshening stuff like this.
Listerine.
Is there anybody else doing this sort of product in this space?
Nope.
We used to have a dragon sitting just along from me here,
Oh, yes.
actually, who is Mr. Vitamin himself.
That's right.
Yeah.
So if he was still in the den now, what answer do you think he would give me as to why his company wasn't doing this?
I think when Vitabiotics was set up, it was still a very early market. People were still looking at capsules. Then as capsules and tablets started to evolve, as you probably might have seen, gummies came out, for example. So people have constantly been innovating in this market around different form factors. What we focused on is, based on our experience in pharmaceuticals, is high absorption, which is what the strips provide. So I would presume, actually, that dragon would be a great acquirer for this business in the long term if it was active in the industry.
Guys, I've just taken this, though. This one, the Derma one.
Yep.
Stephen just gave me, we shared, and it went on my tongue, and it dissolved, and it was great.
Yeah.
And we did it because I put that one on first. And I was like almost gagging because it stuck to my tongue and then stuck to the roof. of my thing. And he went, "Oh no, that's all right, mine's fine."
Yeah.
I went, "Can I have one of yours?" And he gave me that, and his was fine.
Yeah.
He took one of mine, and what happened?
It stuck to the roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
And mine.
For about a minute it was there and I was sort of trying to style it out, but it didn't feel very comfortable. It's almost a numbing sensation as well. It's a little bit numbing.
Yeah, a little bit, the top of the gum.
Why is that? Why is some different? Why is some sticky and some are dissolving on the tongue?
So it all depends on the active ingredient itself. The more active ingredients we put inside a strip, the thicker it gets, the more difficult it is to, dissolve. The reason why it sticks to the roof of your mouth is because maybe you've not got that much saliva in your mouth at that time. So if you drank a bit of water and ended it, it should, just...
Yeah, but all of us had the same thing.
Yeah.
So that means that's 100%.
So it might, like, if there's certain products, as Ash mentioned, have more active ingredients in them, and so obviously the viscosity of that specific product will be more.
And has that got a lot of active ingredients? Because that's a simple one. That's just vitamin C.
Yep, so it's got an Eldamune extract. Eldamune is the trademarked ingredient.
Right, so you've got
It's
two
not many,
ingredients. That doesn't sound like a lot of active ingredients to me. So why is that sticking to the roof of our mouths?
It's just the type of active ingredient maybe in there.
Oh, it's the type.
Yeah, sorry, just to clarify on the question about the roof of the tongue, is your concern the fact that it takes longer to dissolve, or is your concern that it's not a nice experience in your mouth?
Not nice. So the mouth experience on that one hasn't been great, but I mean, I'm not going to try them all to decide which ones work and which ones don't. But I understand that, I do, because I'm vegan, I do actually take B12 supplements. It's the only one that I will do all the time. But I obviously put drops under my tongue. So I understand that, dropping into my mouth is... So bearing in mind that you are introducing a different way of taking your supplements, what's the proof on that? What's your proof on efficacy?
So when it comes to the efficacy, we are actually working with the University of Westminster, and they are carrying out clinical studies around the product itself, but they aren't completed as of yet, but there will be.
OK, so you are actually going through clinical studies, because that's going to make the world a difference to you to be able to actually make claims on your packaging.
Well, I think coming from a background in regulated industries and healthcare, we're very aware of not making claims that are not backed by real science. So we're really aware of that.
Guys, great pitch, and honestly, I do respect innovation, but I'm so sceptical about creams, anti-aging this and powders and formulas and all these things, and it's another product trying to make someone ultimately feel healthier. But I'm a food guy. I'm a movement, fitness, hydration, sleep, food. So try and convince me why I should, if I walk past this in Boots, why should I buy this over just eating really good food and getting a good night's sleep?
He's a great salesman.
Yeah, come on, give me your best pitch. I'm ready for it.
When it comes to taking supplements, we're trying to prevent issues taking place. So we're not going to say and sit here and make a claim and say, having a derma strip for, a few days is going to make my bald patch, give me an afro again. it's not going to happen. It's about, you know, keeping on top of your vitamin supplements in your body. It's topping up.
It's supposed to be a supplementary regime, not a replacement for a healthy and balanced lifestyle and diet. I think that's the case with any vitamin supplement.
Because I don't feel like... I quite like my Bartlett, and I've never put any cream in it, no shampoo. Well, I wash it every now and again, but everyone's like, what do you put in your hair? But I don't think I need the derma patches in my hair. But who is the customer? Who is the target audience in your mind who's going to buy this multiple times a year and build this business?
We're going after kind of modern, on-the-go consumers who might not be getting into a good routine taking vitamins and supplements because they're very busy and they want something that's convenient and that's easy. If you go on our socials, you'll see the kind of content we're putting out there speaks to that kind of audience.
Right. And how long will you run with this business and really drive it forward before you say, you know what, it's not quite working, like, or do you want to take this like all the way sort of thing?
I want to take it to the moon.
Really?
Well, in terms of success, but I think for the time that we've been in the market, we've had great traction. And we're fairly close to break even as well. So on the exclusive distribution partners we have outside of the UK, we are looking to bring in about 1.5 to 2 million revenue. And when you look at the margin and the unit economics of our product, that gets us to profitability in the next 3 to 6 months.
Guys, it's really challenging. Maybe I've just picked out the wrong one. Stephen's just given me another one.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
And he gave me the energy caffeine one. It was on the roof of my mouth. I've had to put my finger in my mouth to drag it out.
You're having a mare, Peter, with these...
I'm having a nightmare.
with these
Honestly.
Strips, mate.
Yes, it's got 50 milligrams of caffeine, potassium, sodium. It's strong. It is. Should have warned you on that one.
You're going to be buzzing.
Oh yeah, you will feel it. You will.
He's got cotton mouth already.
That's the only one. It's very hard to master chains.
Joe Wicks.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be seeing you do that one. Oh, see, the proof is in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen.
Double dropping. He's doing 2 at once. Tell him to do 1 at a time.
Yeah.
1 at a time.
On the energy, it's really hard to master the bitterness of the caffeine. Obviously, we've tried very hard, but it is very difficult.
How do you take it? It's really challenging.
Wow.
We've not had someone had such...
We've not had that many, you know, experiences as feedback in terms of it's difficult to swallow.
I find that so hard to believe because your key selling point is that these are dissolvable vitamins or whatever on your tongue. And I think if you've got even one product in the range that doesn't adhere to that and gets stuck in the roof of your mouth like what I've experienced, I'm surprised because you're both really 2 very strong characters. Very investable, by the way. You've presented brilliantly. But I think that's a problem. So for that reason, I'm out. But please go away and fix that, because I think you've got a chance.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Guys, I just want to say, yeah, I do think you've had a great idea, but for me, like, you know, and you're a great salesman, I do like, you know, you're good at, you know your stuff, and you're both really intelligent, you really understand this product and how it works, you're clearly doing the research, but for me, I'm just such a skeptical. It's really hard for me to go against that skeptical mindset. So good luck for me, but I'm sorry, I'm out.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Guys, I mean, I think you are really good. And if this had really grabbed, I mean, I would love to have invested in you. I mean, it's clear that you're very smart. It's very unfortunate that you've had so many people with this in the den with this experience. And if it is a problem, I suspect you guys will work it out, you know, because that's the guys you are. But I'm a little bit like Joe. I think we should find time in our lives for a healthy lifestyle. And so I'm not naturally leaning towards this, but I reckon you're going to make it work, but not with my investment. So I'm afraid I won't be investing. I'm out.
Thank you.
Guys, when I look at your business, it's interesting when you said this is an innovative new way to administer vitamins. The word innovation, I think, is not necessarily accurate here, because to me, innovation is changing something for the sake of making it better. And I'm not convinced this is better. It's just different. And I don't see a huge opportunity in things just being different. So I'm going to say that I'm out, but I wish you the best.
No,
We appreciate
your
it.
feedback.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, all you've got here is a new way of delivering vitamins. That's all you've got. And for what you're offering today, as an investment, it's not value for me, so I'm out.
No worries. Thank you for your feedback, Touker.
Thank you.
Guys, you had me in the pitch, to be honest. It seems so ingenious, but then I experienced the product And I haven't just tried one. I tried the collagen one, then I thought I'll try the vitamin C because that's something I'll move on to. And it's when I got to the energy one and I had to physically take it back out of my mouth. That was, I knew you had a problem. So if there's some of these products work brilliantly well and others don't, I couldn't encourage you more to take these ones off the market until you've got a solution. Because you are everything I would invest in this den. This just doesn't live up to what I think you're capable of.
Thank you.
So I'm sorry, guys. I won't be investing and I'm out.
Thank you.
Good luck in making it work somehow.
Thank you very much for all your feedback. We'll definitely take it on board.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Take care.
Issa and Ash may have drawn a blank in the den, but the pair still believe their business has a bright future.
We came, conquered, we take Dissel to the moon. With all due respect, we will prove every dragon wrong. It's up to us now. We will prove them wrong.
When Catriona Shovlin entered the den, seeking £40,000 for 20% of her business, she hoped the dragons would buy into an unusual proposition.
My exciting new business, Hen Weekend, is an all-inclusive 5-star hotel for hens and ducks. You might be thinking, is she clucking mad? Well, I'm here to tell you that there is a great demand for this service. 1.3 million of us in the UK are now keeping hens as pets in our back gardens. Cats can go to catteries and dogs can go to kennels. So why shouldn't our birds have this luxury too?
The accommodation certainly offered all the trimmings.
My luxury 5-star hotel includes a luxury honeymoon suite, all-inclusive buffet, the bar is open till late, and a bathtub for ducks. Forget the Copacabana. This is the ultimate Copacabana. A cock-free zone where all the ladies can relax.
Did you actually just say those words, Katrina? Sorry, can you just say that again?
Am I allowed?
Actually, no. Catriona may have cracked most of her audience up, but she'd left the den's Lord of the One-Liner in danger of being knocked off his perch.
There were more puns in that pitch than I did in the entire series. Well, I'm definitely going to ask you whether you are plucking mad, because we need to work out if this is a business or not, don't we?
Yeah.
So what have you turned over the last 12 months?
Turnover was £4,124 and net profit £3,377.
OK, so it is laying a little bit of dough for you.
That was rubbish. That was nowhere near as good as Catriona's.
It'll get better, trust me.
Sadly, it didn't. Joe Wicks wanted to keep abreast of where the idea came from.
I'm really fascinated by your love for chickens and hens. Like, where's this kind of love for them originate from?
So I've always had a wide variety of animals growing up. I actually never had chickens, and I think they're just so underrated and misunderstood, and I just want to see a better future for them as animals.
Deborah Meaden found an affinity with the fellow chicken lover.
I obviously love you and I love what you're doing.
But she was less keen on the company's paltry profits.
At the moment, whilst my heart loves this, it's really not an investable business because it's at a very, very low level of income. So what's your plan?
I'd like to open different coops in different areas, so...
But what does that mean? Because people presumably could just do this anyway, without you being involved at all. So how do you make this a business for you?
I make this a business for me because obviously my love and care and the importance of animal welfare.
But how do you make money? If somebody else sets up a hen hotel somewhere else, they can just do that without you being involved. So how do you make sure that you actually make money out of this business?
Good question.
Stephen Bartlett was first to cry foul on a deal.
I don't think there's an investment case in this. So I'm going to say that I'm out, but the great success of this business will be all the wonderful hens you give a good life.
Thank you very much.
And sadly for Catriona, none of the dragons believed she was sitting on a golden egg.
Hi, my name is Emma. I'm 42 years old and I'm from Bournemouth. I'm a sports mad parent, so my boys play football, and it was actually during one of the football matches that the idea for our brand came about.
Oh, here we go. Shall we have a little kick around?
Right.
I'll go and goal, you can have a little pitty.
So I'm going to be pitching to Joe Wicks as well as the guest dragon.
All right, here we go.
Watch me teeth.
Watch the teeth.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you can that. Strike it.
I'm involved in youth sport and know he's got a real interest in sport fitness.
Right in the solar plexus.
He's a huge influencer, so yeah, I feel like it's a massive opportunity to chat with him today. Hello, Dragons. My name is Emma. I'm the owner of Lacey's Defiance, and I'm asking for £50,000 in return for a 10% share of my company. I have spent countless hours on the sidelines of a football pitch watching my sons play football. Now, shoelaces coming undone isn't a really major problem. However, in youth sport, it happens frequently. A laces is a silicone band which wraps around the outside of a sports shoe and holds the shoelace knot in place for the match. In England alone, it's estimated that 4.5 million school-aged children play football regularly and 700,000 play rugby. We launched the company in 2017. We've sold 350,000 bands to date. We work with a direct-to-consumer business model in the UK, and our bands are stocked with some independent retailers and grassroots clubs. Defiance is our clothing and accessories brand. We spotted a gap in the market for good quality children's sports accessories, such as outfield gloves. There is a huge scope for growth within the Defiance range, where we can create a sports accessory brand specifically for children. I've got some products to show you. Thank you for listening.
Silicone bands that hold shoelaces in place, alongside a sports clothing and accessories range, is the offering from Emma Burke.
Thank you. Hello.
She's seeking £50,000.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
In exchange for a 10% share of her company.
Thank you.
Keen to understand more, Stephen Bartlett is first to kick off with the questions.
Emma.
Hello.
Really interesting. So you mentioned two different brands here. You mentioned the Defiance brand and the Lacey's brand.
Yeah.
Are they the same company, the same brand, or are they separate?
So just the Defiance is the name. So Lacey's...
Of the whole thing?
Yeah, so Lacey's came first.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, we've got quite a loyal sort of base of customers, and then they buy into Defiance afterwards.
So what percentage of your sales are coming from which products?
It's about 80% is Lacey's,
Okay.
20% is Defiance.
OK, cool. So could you run me through the numbers then from, if we do the last sort of 3 to 4 years?
Yeah, so 2022,
Yeah.
turnover was 168,000.
Yeah.
Gross profit was 95, net profit 20. 2023 is 331,000, gross of 130 and a net of 41.
Yeah.
And this year, we're forecasting circa 500,000, maybe a bit higher, so we're keeping it quite conservative at the moment.
OK. Where do you sell this product? Do you sell it on the online marketplaces?
Yes, so about 70% of our sales are Amazon, 30% are on our Shopify website.
Emma.
Hi.
I put it on, I must admit, it's brilliant.
Thank you.
It works. Those laces are not coming out
Yeah.
either. How much do you sell these for individually?
£9.99.
And what do they cost you landed?
So £1.39 to produce, and then our packing cards are about 7p.
So 146
Yeah.
in total. Wow, that's pretty good. So you've got fantastic margin.
Yes.
Emma,
Hi, Touker.
so these are coming out of China, I assume?
They are, yeah.
And you mentioned about 70% of your turnover is Amazon.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a risk.
Oh, I know.
You know that, right?
Yes, I know that, yeah.
Because you realise that Amazon all of a sudden sales drop, then the business is at risk. So what is next? So you've given this year approaching 500,000.
Yeah.
How do you see the year after?
Tentatively, I'd like to say that we'll get to £1 million.
And how are you going to do that?
by rolling out. So we've started to target the USA and Germany. Now, our route to market for those is via Amazon at the moment, just because it is the easiest route to market. There's also sort of more products within sort of the clothing line.
Such as what on clothing?
So the next, I would like to bring out a rain jacket that children can train in, so the freebies that they get with their kits.
Because you realise that at the moment you've got one product, easy to manufacture. When you start getting to clothing, you've got to have sizes. You know, it's not so easy. It's working capital-wise. I think to go to £1 million, you probably need minimum 100, 150,000.
Robbie, she doesn't need that amount of money. She's grown organically. She's got massive margins in her product.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to get to is to get to £1 million, you are going to need more than 50,000, that's all.
Hi, Emma.
Hello.
Great
Hi.
pitch, and I love the product.
Oh,
It's
thank you very
amazing.
much.
I've got a little 5-year-old boy called Marley, and he's obsessed with football, so I'm constantly having to tie his shoelaces up.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the bum, but I really like this idea. I think, firstly, I think you've done amazing. Like 500K you're projected to do this year. Like, that's a really amazing business. And what I want to ask you is, like, has there been a moment during this journey where you've thought about quitting because it's been stressful, overwhelming, or have you always been so positive because the graphs are going up every year?
Yeah, no, I am really positive. I had another company, a cleaning company, and had 60 members of staff, and I really hated it. This business, I don't hate it. It just gives me a buzz, and I think it's because I've been so involved in kids' sport now since they were sort of 7, and so I think it's a real cliche, isn't it? You know, if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. But for me, I love it.
Emma.
Brilliant.
Hello. Hi. I'm going to feel like a bit of a buzzkill now, but I need to understand some technicals.
OK.
I was trying to understand your margins, because you've got very high margins, but you talked about 2023, £331,000 worth of turnover.
Yeah.
And £130,000 worth of gross profit.
Yeah.
Because those margins are not that huge. That doesn't in any way match the £1.46 cost selling at £9.99.
Yeah.
So what's going on in those margins?
So some bands are sold wholesale, and we were also sending a lot by air freight, just because we were kind of growing quite quickly.
So your transport costs must be enormous.
They were last year. It was nuts last year with air freight.
OK, so am I going to disregard that going forward? What's changed in your margins that's going to make you more profitable?
So everything's arriving by sea.
Yeah.
Bar a very small, unless we were desperate for something.
Right, so then going forward, so I can understand what that business looks like going forward, what are your projections?
So we're hoping to turn over sort of 500,000 this year.
Yeah. Gross profit?
Gross profit, I'm sorry, I haven't got that.
So that's quite important because you're saying the gross profit wasn't good enough, and therefore I've changed some stuff, and what the end of that sentence should be, and therefore our gross profit is going to be.
Yeah. No? Sorry.
Gosh, it was all going so well.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And Deborah rained on your parade.
She did give a fair warning, it was incoming.
And to be fair, I'm not raining on anybody's parade, Stephen. I'm trying to get to the bottom of a business which I'd like to invest in.
Right.
Emma, what's your cost of acquiring a customer to your website?
I don't know.
You don't know how much it costs to acquire a customer?
No,
Don't be such a buzzkill, Stephen.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
I'm trying not to rain on your parade
Yeah.
here, like Deborah did. Do you know what this kind of illuminates to me? It is that this is a business that's probably not ever going to wean off its addiction to Amazon. And the problem you have when you have a great product and it's sort of reliant on one online platform for its sales is the success will be its downfall. If this starts selling in high volume, everybody gets an alert. Everybody can see that. The platform themselves, but also your competitors around the world and your factory overseas go, business opportunity. And then what happens to this investment?
It's very easy to replicate, isn't it, I suppose?
It's very easy to replicate this if it shows traction. So for me as an investor, this isn't a business for me, so I'm going to say that I'm out.
Okay, thank you.
So I disagree with Stephen. I don't have an issue around Amazon. Touker, Peter and myself invested in a business in the Den that was pretty much solely on Amazon. Hugely successful. Just knew what they did and built out from that key product. So that bit doesn't worry me. What does worry me is that I have absolutely no idea how profitable this business is going to be, because you don't know what your margins are. And it could well be that had you been able to express the margins to me and what was going into the future, I could be saying two very different words. Because you're really good, you had me. So because I just don't understand, I can't invest.
Okay.
So guess which two words I'm about to say.
I know what you're going to say.
I'm sorry, I'm out.
Okay.
Emma.
Yeah.
For this business to ever be investment ready, you have to understand how the business works from a numbers perspective. Because if you're going to ask for any amount of money, and yet you cannot answer simple questions like, what is your gross margin? What is my cost of acquisition? Any investor is going to recognise that you are going to take in money, spend it in areas where you do not know whether it's going to work or not. You've come in today, it's impossible to make an investment, and you've made it impossible. So for that reason, I'm going to say that I'm out.
Thank you.
Emma, I like it. I understand it. You know, not just as a mum, I can totally look at this and see exactly the application. I think you've got something here. However, I'm not convinced you'll ever grow your sales to 1 million. I think it'll be a good business. I don't think it'll become a big business. I don't think there's the potential for it to. So in looking at it here, I don't think it's an investment for me, so I'm out.
Okay, thank you.
What's your end goal? Have you got like a personal goal? Because with every business, there's always that vision of like, yeah, I want to build something, I want to have a lifestyle, and I want it to be successful. But do you have a personal goal? Like, in 5 years' time, do you really want to be grafting like this? Do you really want to be working like as hard as you are now?
So I'm in a really kind of bit of a transition in my life at the moment. So 18-year-old, he's leaving in August, that's one gone, 16-year-old. So I'm gonna have an empty nest. So at the moment, I feel like I can actually put way more into this than I was doing before, because I'm not kind of juggling the young mummyhood as well as the business.
No, I can see it. My mum said the same. When we all moved out, she said she completely lost her identity. When she felt like we didn't need her, we all need her, we love her to death. But, you know, you have that time, and like you said, you've got the drive to build something. So I think you should keep it going. I really do. I think it's a great business. I think you should continue it. But for me, personally, it's not something I really believe in myself. But I want to wish you the best of luck and just let you know that I'm out.
Oh, thank you.
Emma, how do you feel?
Oh, exhausted.
Look, doesn't take it away from you that you're going to turn over 500,000 this year. You know, so I wouldn't worry about what anybody said. And to me, somewhere there's a margin. It's how do you extract it? So at the moment, if you add it all in, it's £1.46 landed.
Yeah.
So if you halve the cost, would that make a big impact on the margin?
Yeah.
Big impact.
Yeah.
Because I believe that I can save costs.
Okay.
Okay. I can see where you're at. You know, you're at that point where something's got to happen to the business. So I'm going to make you an offer.
Okay.
But it comes at a price. You asked for £50,000 for 10%. I'll give you all of the money, but I want 40% of the business.
Ooh.
What?
Wow.
Well, you guys didn't offer.
Oh.
If you were so brave, why did you offer? Come on, then.
40%.
Do you want to make a counter offer?
40%. I'm not that brave, but I will
exactly.
say.
The risk is high.
Yeah, I'm not that brave.
Can I get a glass of
Sure.
water? And
Yeah, if you go back to the wall and have a think.
Have a chat with the wise
There's
wall.
there's one on the window ledge there for you.
thank you.
Against the run of play, Emma secures an offer from Touker Suleyman.
Unbelievable scenes in it, 40%. 40%. That'll cost. This is going to cost you.
But at quadruple the 10% that was originally on the table, could it be too high a price to pay?
I always wondered what the wall says. It doesn't say a lot. Really grateful for the offer. Would you consider reducing your equity if the money did come back to you
Within?
within 12 months?
Mm-hmm.
So if the money came back within 12 months, would you reduce to 30%?
Yes.
I think we've got a deal.
Great.
Yay. Thank you.
We'll make a hit of this.
Euphoria for Emma.
Get in.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks.
bye.
Lovely to meet you all.
Bye.
Thank you.
She's tied up a deal with a dragon that could see her business expand at a rate of knots, even if she was put through her paces.
Oh my goodness. Really exhausted. Yeah, it was very intense. I mean, Touker drove a hard bargain, but I think the value that he's going to add to the company is just going to literally just take it to the next level.
I think you got a great deal there.
You did, but what about, I thought you needed 150 grand to be able to grow this to $1 million.
Well, maybe she does. Maybe I'll give it to her. You never know.
She's going to want to give you her money back because she's desperate not to
You've
lose
got a lot
much
to
of
say
the
for somebody who hasn't invested.
I have.
I think the future for Lacey's is really, really exciting, and I think this is going to just skyrocket things.
Going on Dragon's Den. Don't screw it up.
Coming up on the new series of Dragon's Den.
Well, I didn't see that coming.
There's a dog coming. There's a dog coming.
Gosh, I feel a bit choked up.
What's the strategy?
Get a dragon.
Is that good business?
Everything about this is genius.
Trini, it doesn't look like you agree with that.
No.
And so there was one.
That was one of the best pictures I've seen in the den.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
You're scary, apparently.
Why?
You look a little bit like cyborgs.
Dragon.
Well, I don't know what it is, but I love it.
Have we not seen flowers before?
If you think a dragon's been particularly vicious, you can tell them that they're out.
Is that something you would be open to?
I haven't got a clue.
It's stressful, isn't it?